You know, you can have Shrek in GTA as a mod. You can put him in anything, dancing. It's just very memeable because it's a funny movie. And yet the fifth one comes out and they start referencing these memes, and it's very odd to see it in that style. First off, because the movie looks different because they've changed his style, but also because they're like I said, it's self-referential, and it just seems wrong to do that. It feels like they need to be these separate things of Shrek's world and our world, and they don't match. And when they do, sometimes it's fun for references to real world things, but sometimes it's like, I don't know, it doesn't seem right that Shrek should know that he has fans in our world, and yet I don't know, it's more of just a concept that the directors thought, hey, let's reference these very popular memes. So I don't know.
Well, and that's exactly what I'm talking about, though. That's pretty much a perfect example where it's the artificiality of it, where Shrek emerged from a particular context, a particular time. That's, you can see with the animation. People found it funny. It has a meme culture that emerges out of it, and that meme culture is very popular. It's well known because of that. And so people, if you're trying to make a new movie, how do you get more eyes on it? You embrace that meme culture. Again, it's the idea of like, hey, hello, fellow kids.
How do you do, fellow kids?
I too am funny and can meme. Look at this. See, I know the Shrek memes. Wow, aren't we cool? Mm-hmm. It's that. And what you're talking about there is exactly what I've just been talking about. The disconnect where you make the memes, or the community that you are a part of makes the memes, and that feels like it's ours. You know, we have a bit of ownership. It feels more authentic because I found this funny. I'm telling you, you tell others, or you learn it from this community, and you incorporate it into kind of your identity with that community, and it's funny, it's enjoyable. We laugh about it. But whereas, like, you know, if Big Brother Company comes over here and like says, haha, I see you laughing over there, I too can relate, and or whatever, that's different. Again, you're talking about the artificiality of it, the fact that it doesn't feel right because the memes emerge. The best memes emerge because, like, you know, they're an ironic take on something that's a bit more serious or taking itself a bit more grounded. Mm-hmm. And you know, if everything's ironic, then, you know, no one is.
Nothing is.
Yeah, we're using the meme right there. We're using Syndrome's meme right there, which is, again, another example, like, where, you know, it's so pervasive and prevalent that you can't not think about it that way. Which is the other thing about memes, is that they're so imitative that they start becoming copied in the real thing itself. They become so prevalent that it can somewhat times lose its charm if it's used too much as well. And that's where the case that we're seeing here, where with Shrek specifically, where they're trying to tap into it, use it for their own advantage to get people to talk about the film. I don't think it's going to be as good. Whereas, like, if it just does its own thing and people find that so good and so funny or whatever, that they make something off of it. Like, meme is, to kind of use Tolkien's idea, but in a very perverted sense. It's an idea of sub-creation in that sense, where you are taking this aspect of a film, whether you like it or not, and making it your own a little bit. You're adding your own spin to it. You're using it for a different thing than what it originally intended would. You're taking it out of its original context and creating something different and a bit new out of it. And there's a bit of a joy with that. Whereas if a company does that, they're only doing it because of a soulless desire to get more profits or whatever, to increase margins or whatever. That's different than as somebody who found it funny and thought, haha, I can make something with this. So that's that's kind of maybe our ending thesis, I suppose, for this episode. But that's, like, the memes have power, and with everything, if you can use that power, there's going to be people who want to use that power for their own advantage, and that, I think that, again, that kind of ruins it. But at the same time, you can also just take joy in the fact that memes are eternal. You know, some memes have been around for a very long time. They're probably not going to go away anytime soon. Or if they do, there's always going to be new memes that are authentic, that are original, that are spontaneous, that will emerge. Even if there is a lot of, even if the relationship between the memers and the meme culture and the internet culture that creates those memes and those communities that create those memes, and the relationship between them and the things they're creating the memes of changes.